All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Ever have one of those moments where you wake up like an hour before your alarm and you're like, oh, well, I'll just go back to sleep. And I'll wake up when my alarm happens, and then you lay awake for an entire hour, and then you finally fall asleep as soon as the alarm goes off. It couldn't be me. So, happy Friday, everybody. It is an interesting Friday here in Portland. We did have a power outage last night. It wasn't as big as it was on Saturday/Sunday, but it was still very annoying. I was playing Lethal Company with a couple of friends, and in the middle of playing, all of a sudden the lights flicker. I'm like, oh no. It was even worse because I was the one hosting. And so all of a sudden we just had to scramble to figure out what to do next. It sounds suspiciously like something I did. Welcome to the club, welcome to the club. I bet you know what that means. I hate the fact that I know the exact sequence of notes that that's supposed to be. I know the exact timing. Ah, modern internet culture. had finals last week, and because my math teacher is excellent at scheduling, we had 3 tests in 3 days. Excuse me? What happened? Snow was better for me. We didn't have any major power outages, and my first exam of the semester was nice. We love having excuses to delay our responsibilities. It does sound like there's some people in town who have... Oh, wait, what? Are we already... Oh, we're already full. Okay. Some people who do have, or do not have power right now in Portland. We got unlucky on Sunday, now it's their turn. Hee hee hee. Snow? Yes, there's no place like home. I'll show myself the door. But yeah, no, we had some power outages last night, but we're not having them this morning, so screw the world. Ah, shit. I know you guys can't see what happened, but I swear, as soon as I said that, both my monitors turned off because I accidentally kicked a power cable. That was perfect timing, and I hate the fact that the stream probably won't pick any of that up. Currently snowed in. Campus got shut down today because of it, but I don't have classes today. Hey, nice, nice. Again, any excuse to postpone responsibilities is a win in my books. Sure, you've been asked a lot already by /by stream, but opinion on the roadmap? What roadmap? For Railroader? I haven't seen a roadmap for Railroader. This the smaller route? Yep, this is the smaller route. I could do the bigger route, because I do have to do some cleanup before Sunday stream. I might do that if we finish the day's orders ahead of schedule, you know? Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Why? Excuse me? Why is the train in Ela? Well, also, by the way, I am so sorry for the chainsaws. I forgot about those. Yeah, the power outages were so bad that people are getting their trees chopped down so that they don't do that. Not completely, you know, it's just mostly branches that are loose and likely to fall in case of another storm, but, yeah, it's been going on all week. It has been a little bit annoying, and I can only imagine it's going to be worse while I'm trying to stream, damn it. Adding a third map to Railroads Online. I did see that. I did see that. Somebody posted about it in my Discord. It's going to be a winter-themed map, and I might return to Railroads Online to do something with that, because it gives me some more inspiration and intrigue. Literally posted it before I stream. Wait, is this in the Railroader Discord or something? Oh, they posted it like 3 hours ago. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't check the Railroader Discord too often, so I didn't see that. I'm on a winter rescue. Already have had 2 trains rescued. The question is if there's still a third that needs help. This is why you bury your power lines. Yeah, that's one thing I was wondering about. Like, why... why aren't they buried? I mean, I guess it's probably not, like, a super high priority if 30,000 people in a city of over 1 million lose power, but... First it snowed, then it rained, then it got really cold, so now the combination of rain and snow turned to ice, and now it's snowing again. Hell hath frozen over here. I wish it was snow, but it's currently in that stupid ice storm stage. The fallen branches off of trees have actually started freezing into the ground, apparently. Well, not into the ground, but, like, into the snow, you know? Into the small coating of a visible layer. You know, about that chainsaw, I've been seeing a lot of videos of Wario dies while doing certain action. And that's all I can hear with the chainsaw. I can just hear Wario screaming as he gets hit by a bus, or as he falls off of a roller coaster, or as the THX logo consumes him. I swear I'm normal. Wario dies on the Golden Gate Bridge. Exactly. ASMR. Oh, right, I forgot we have hostile blocking today. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. This is gonna be a blast. What did I just walk into? Ah, nothing much, nothing much. Hello, Dak. Welcome to the stream. Chainsaws and Wario. Oh no, specifically Wario dying. Come on now, we're cultured. ASMR Wario perishes in a house fire. Unlocked Andrews earlier today, scared of what that will do with the car spawning. The way I'm personally going to tackle it is on the big save. I'm just gonna have everything go all the way out to Bryson and sort it out there, because oh my god, it's going to be a pain. I guess we can sort out the stuff for Andrews at Andrews, but aside from that, no thanks. I mean, that's basically what we're doing today, actually. It's gonna take everything to not to Andrews, to Bryson, sort it out there, and yeah. Oh. Okay, maybe we're gonna reload a save first. I should have thought my actions through before I did my actions. Okay, let's reload a save. 12:15, that'll do. Andrews, if you don't disable it for the night before, will royally screw your deliveries for the day. Oh god. God, can you imagine you have all your engines stationed at, like, Bryson and Dillsboro, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, by the way, you have like 700 cars all the way at Andrews today. Good luck getting up the Topton grade. After nearly 12 minutes in the microwave, my beans are finally done. Beans for lunch? Are you not having anything other than beans? Just... just beans. Delicious. Yum. You know about the Jester mod in Lethal Company where it plays Freebird? Yes, I know about that mod. I know about that mod. I do have some Lethal Company clips I could post onto the channel just of me and my friends goofing around and dying. Oh, there's some really good clips of one of my friends getting brackened multiple times. Poor dude. He's not ready for the Andrew climb at all today. It's gonna be so much fun trying to panic climb that hill. Because it's like 5% at some points. I know it's 4.5 average all the way up to Topton. It's beautiful. I love it. You know, let's do a screenshot. Kind of bad screenshot, but screw it. Imagine Lethal Company both the FNAF 2 hallway. Oh god, please, no. It's already stressful enough. I don't need more to make it even worse. Fortunately, I had to stop playing Lethal Company because for whatever reason it keeps switching me to voice detection instead of push to talk. You can play with push to talk? I've never seen that. And besides, push to talk is the coward's way out. Found one of the brass HO scale union type. Ooh. Fortunately, I'm still broke after the 700E, so I cannot buy it. Hello, David. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Know some people who noped out if it due to something like a weeping angel. Ah, yes, the coil heads. Those things are fun to deal with. If you hear the pitter-patter of little feet, it's not a baby. It's your inevitable doom. Do not blink. Didn't like when I said just don't blink. If you hear the pitter-patter of little feet, it's not a baby, it's your inevitable doom. I'm gonna need to make a compilation one of these days of all the out-of-context quotes that I've ever said. Is it going to be hard to do? Absolutely. Am I going to do it? Probably not. It's actually going to be an absolute headache. But would it be funny? Yes. Something interesting on the subject of trains while I'm thinking of it. I know we're going to pop back and forth between trains, Lethal Company, and whatever chat brings up, as we always do. We just pop between whatever's happening at whatever time. But I recently won an interesting eBay auction. 5 combines. $50. They're all not Thomas Kincaid, they're Disney this time. Disney, quote-unquote, collectible. We all know what that really means. So I'm planning on doing something soon where I just repaint them into generic, undecorated stuff. And then sell them on eBay. So if you guys want early channel merch... Channel merchandise, custom hand-painted ON30 combines. Let's go. Stonks. Exactly. Stonks. I thought at first you meant, like, combine harvesters. No, I mean the combine from Half-Life, you know? Make it a bid, ruin our friendships on the server. Oh, don't worry, I was already planning to, Dak. I was in part planning to just to see how much people would value those sorts of cars, you know? I mean, we got 5 of them. There's always going to be another. Winning 5 combine harvesters for $50 would be pretty nice. Ah yes, a combine harvester next to a wood-fired 060. So realistic. Paint one up as a traveling... Ooh, a traveling library could be fun. That'd be a really creative and interesting thing to do, especially because my father's birthday is in a month, and he was a children's librarian. So that could be a really fun thing to do. I'm not exactly sure how I do it, but you know what? I'm gonna have to jot down a note for that one, Andrew. That's a genius idea. Because I also I did get a singular coach, and I wasn't sure what to do with it. I could convert that into a traveling library. Hello, Ginger. Hello, GB30. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I'm late. Been finishing up a Dare video I've been working on for the past 5 months. Jeez. Well, hey, quality over quantity, buddy. So your opinion on the wreck of old 97 song? Don't know the song off the top of my head. Depends on how old the Combine Harvester is. They are way older than people think. Really? Hold on. You know what? Let's Google this. Why not? Combine Harvester. History. 1826 in Scott. Oh, okay. You know, maybe we could have one, but I still find the mental image. The mental image of a modern combine harvester in a field the size of a regular field with a forney running past and these old-timey passenger cars and these people with cowboy hats. Just beautiful. Love it. Or it said traveling chapels, why not a library? Exactly. And again, it would just be a nice homage to what my father has done in the past, you know? I'm not exactly sure how I make it visually distinct, though. Like, how would you make it clearly a library? Like you have to make a weird sort of interior redesign. But then people wouldn't be able to see the interior very well. Recently saw an eBay listing for a Roundhouse 060 HO 060 tank kit. Listed at 69 grand and somebody bought it? What? That's... No. Why? It was a build kit too? Are you... What? Dude, for that kind of price you could buy yourself a regular ass train. Are you insane? Ah! Lego made a John Deere Combine. Could you imagine buying the Lego kit and putting that on the layout? Putting that on an ON30 layout? That'd be beautiful. someone either really wanted that particular 060 or there was some ridiculous mistake in the price tag. It might be that the 060 was from some specific, very special layout, you know? It could be, you know, like if it was a Goria defeated locomotive, it'd probably sell for a pretty penny, right? Like, if it was a G&D, I could totally see an engine going for such a ridiculous price. It's the only reason I could think of that something like that would happen. I think that would be too big. Oh, it would, and that's what makes it so funny. Not only is it slightly out of proportion, it is too large, but it's not even supposed to be there. It's Lego. If it was in a movie or a show, that's very true. It's very true. As far as I know, John Allen never bought any Roundhouse 060s. Well, it might be something of similar sentimental value, though, you know? How are we looking? Okay, we got 3 cars to unload. How's the passenger train looking? Pretty good, pretty good. Let's send it on its merry way. Set that up. Place down a fusee. A very limited run. That would make sense, though I feel like the Roundhouse kits weren't really that limited of a run, you know? I mean, I don't know, of course, but it just feels like it wouldn't be that limited. And boop. Use fusees as much on the real railroad? I don't think they did. It's just that... Actually, they probably did, didn't they? They just used it in a completely different context than what we're doing for the game. Because fusees are usually used to tell other trains to stop because there was a train in the way or something like that. But in the game, you're just using them to tell AIs to stop at certain positions, and it doesn't really matter if you're there or not. I mean, they're also useful in multiplayer sessions, though, because you can tell people, hey, I'm in this general region. You better not crash into me, you dingus. They also use detonators. God, could you imagine if there were detonators? If you run over a certain type of fusee, it just crashes your game. Okay, you know what, hold on. No, let's not refill in water. Never mind, never mind. The weirdest thing, if I turn on the lights in my early wooden caboose, it absolutely tanks my frame rate for some reason. You know what? Let's check that out. Let's see if that happens to me too. Oh, I can feel that. Oh, what the heck? That's so weird. Okay, well, lesson learned. Don't do that. 69K, I mean, even combine me and Johnny's, and we haven't spent that much. Well, now the both of you have a new goal and a new competitor to beat. You have to team up. You must resort to teamwork. Okay. You know what? Am I on a switch list? I am. Screw it. Let's just add literally everything to the switch list. Why not? All right, bam. I might be crazy, but not that crazy. You sure, Dak? Are you certain? Detonators are on the roadmap? Ooh. Nice. I still love the mental image of the detonators just outright crashing your game. Oh, you overran a signal. Bam! Your computer is fried. Hello, Bucko. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I love that metal image. I know that's not going to happen, and I'm grateful that they're not going to be that cruel, but at the same time, I kind of want a mod for that. just to screw with people. Oh my god. The chainsaw. Kaboom! Yes, Rico. Kaboom. Rico, the official name of the roller mobster. Alright. So... where's the one car? Appalachia Hardwoods R1. This car. Okay. Let's go ahead and shuffle that one out. Wait. I'm an idiot. I meant to pull that the other direction. It's a roadmap. Game developers behind Railroader finally got a roadmap set up. Yeah, it's in the Railroader Discord in their announcement channel deck. Recently, I've been making an 060 in Blender, eh? Nice, nice. Seen the Whistles mod for Railroader? I have, and I'm probably not going to download it. Kind of like playing the game as is, and I don't really want to modify it too much. It does have some good whistle options, but I kind of like just having a vanilla game. Did you change blocking setup for the freight cars? Yes, I did. It's currently on hostile, because I thought that'd be funny. Don't want to break my game. For me, it's not so much that I'm afraid of breaking my game. It's more so... oh, you know what? No, never mind. We're not going to do things this way. I was going to try something a little crazy. I don't think I need to. The problem for me is that if I'm going to be doing multiplayer sessions for supporters and for subscribers, you know, I don't want them to have to download a list of any mods whatsoever and have to go through that headache. I can do it. I know how to. I've done it for many games before, but also, I don't want to force others to. Bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. What does the blocking setting do? It determines how you receive cars at the interchange. So the reason that the Stensville manufacturing car and this Appalachia hardwood car are between all these cars to the Bryson Bridge site, you have these ones that were over here, and then you had the one all the way down here, is because I have hostile blocking, which means that the game just sort of randomly chooses what cars to throw together. It is unforgiving in the best way possible. I think it's better done on smaller saves than on larger ones, because... could you imagine having to sort this out on a Sunday session? God, it'd be such a headache. Oh, I don't know why I just remember this, but I feel like describing the funny Lethal Company encounters that I was mentioning earlier. One of my friends, he likes carrying around a shovel sometimes, you know? Because it's funny to try and beat up the monsters. And so one day, I'm dead. And we're playing 4-player or something. I'm the only one down right now because of some mistake. I don't remember exactly what happened. I think I missed a leap of faith jump. I was just really bad. But I swap over to my friend, and he's chasing down a head hugger vehemently. And he's smacking it with his shovel constantly. And he keeps missing, he keeps missing, he keeps missing. He occasionally lands one hit, but it's very rare. And after 30 seconds of this Looney Tunes-like chase down a maze, the head hugger finally gets cornered, and he kills it. And he just lets out this little sigh of relief, or this little chant of relief. And then a bracken comes up behind him and immediately snaps his neck. Like, not even a single moment of respite. He just immediately dies. And the funniest part about it is, that's not the only time that I've seen something like that happen to him, because I also saw that happen to him with a spider on a separate day. He just instantly died. He killed the spider, let out a little woohoo, and then immediately got his neck snapped. It was great. How many cars long is your passenger train? Oh, it's just 2 cars long, just 2. Back from a slight nosebleed, and while I'm here I have 2 questions. 1, what gauge is your model railway? And 2, any track tips, since I'm making a railway shunting thing for me and I just can't start it. My gauge, I do ON30, so it's HO gauge, but it's O scale. 16.5 millimeters between the rails, but it's 1:48 scaling. For track tips, what are you looking for? Like, are you trying to build an oval layout that's focused on shunting, or a shelf layout that's focused on shunting? Like, what spatial constraints do you have? What scale or gauge do you want to work with? Etc., etc. Track tips use Unitrack. Very true, very true. There are some cases where you don't want to use Unitrack. I mean, if you're designing a more permanent layout, but Unitrack is just the best. If you're in N scale or HO scale or ON30, and you need a sort of setup where you want to experiment a little bit, Unitrack, Unitrack, Unitrack. I would personally like blocking by destination for blocking settings in Railroader. I usually do the same, but this is a single-player save. I want to make it more chaotic. I want to make things harder on myself, Toady. I know people love the Caboose, but it's useless IMO, but it does sell for good money. It's useless if you're the kind of person who only plays Railroader for precision-scheduled railroading and pure logistics. If you're somebody like me who likes having a mixture of logistics and having semi-realistic train operations, it's amazing to have. It's good to have. It's important. It's kind of like one of the most vital parts of the railroad game. So mod doesn't need others to have it as well. Anyone who doesn't have it, here's the DNRGW3 chime. It's the DNRGW3 chime. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, do you mean the 5 chime? Where's I'm not seeing the 3 chime in here. It sounds kind of lame, honestly. I still don't want to download the mod. I still don't want to risk it. Small station shunting, block/rectangle. And probably N gauge, since it's smaller and better for space. Oh yes, N gauge is excellent for small micro layouts. Pico track, from what I understand, is the best if you're just trying to fit as much into your space as possible. I think it's called Pico C track or something like that. SETRACK. No spaces in that. It's kind of cheaper than OO and has more range of stuff. Oh, I thought you meant 009 for a second, and I was gonna argue in favor of narrow gauge, but then I realized no, it's just standard 00. Excuse me. Have to go have fun. All right. Take care, Azora. See you around, man. See you around. Donk. 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 Don't know what scale it would be, but at some point I want to make an HO scale Dogok to run, and my layout probably be some Tally-Glynn coaches for her too. You're probably gonna want to go for 009. I know that Kato collaborated with Pico to build an 040 ST plus T with a British styling. I think it's based off of like, God, I don't remember. I'm thinking of the name of Duke, but I think that's the Thomas the Tank Engine character, not the actual engine. Wonder how much you can do with only 3x6 feet. Kind of itching to get back into modeling. I've designed layouts in smaller spaces with HO. Imagine what you could do in N. Mestinia Aguero. Oh yes, Princess. It's literally, it's what they put on the side of the engine of the model. How did I not realize that? Whistle pack that you talk about, well, I like the Hooter type steam whistles, especially Norfolk and Western, and WM Hooter whistles, which I really like to have in rarity game. Isn't there a Western Maryland? Is this a Hooter? I don't know. I like that whistle though, it's a nice one. Nope, that's the wrong whistle. It was Kafka. There you go. Bam. I like it for much bigger engines, though, you know. A Western Maryland one is, like, perfect for a Berkshire. Only thing that stopping me is the price and not knowing what the track is in size. The way you can deal with that T14, there is an application called AnyRail. Now, it's paid, but there is a free trial. You can't do much with a free trial, you're limited to only 50 pieces of track. You can kind of skirt around it by deleting pieces of track and knowing that it's there, and also like combining pieces of track using flex pieces or whatever. But 50 pieces of track is perfect for a small layout, you know? Oh, right, I forgot to throw the switch. Bonk. And it helps give you the dimensions because you can actually see how it fits on a grid and in relation to other pieces, blah, blah, blah. It's very useful. Definitely recommend. No, they could be hard to compare, but what's your opinion on Railroader as opposed to Railroads Online? They really are hard to compare. They're two very different game styles. Railroads Online is more about building your own railroad and running it your way, while Railroader is more about more prototypical operations. It's kind of hard to really compare them one to one. Right now, I'm much more interested in Railroader because I actually like the logistics and the operations of this, and I don't care so much about building my own tracks. Though I have heard that they're going to be making an update, and I might revisit Railroads Online sometime soon when when said update releases and we get snow. Thing is, Dolgok has a very long wheelbase, so I was thinking of taking an 060 and taking the middle axle out. I played Railroads Online in about a month. Me neither. I've just been more interested in Railroader right now, you know? Railroads Online still holds a special place in my heart, don't get me wrong, but the operations of Railroader are just more intriguing to me. Snow? I thought the Railroads Online team said we weren't getting snow this year. Clasher? I don't know... Right, they posted... Sorry, brain. I was gonna say I don't know where they posted this, but I remembered. It's on Steam. They posted an announcement a couple of days ago. X-Force, that subject is currently banned due to thorough toxicity surrounding the subject. Please don't bring it up. But they made a post recently talking a little bit about what's coming up, and they're going to be adding an Alaskan map. Of some kind. It's going to be snowy. It looks very pretty. They have northern lights. It also sounds like they're going to be adding another industry chain of some kind. It's gonna be neat. Of course, we'll see how it all turns out, but I am intrigued. Gold mines, yes, gold mines. Gold mines. Finally, the copper mine prediction that somebody told me years ago is somewhat coming true. Also, hello, Darknut. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Oh, you know what I just realized? Oh, wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say that I forgot to add these cars to the Switch list. I just realized that I added them already, and I forgot. It's fine, we're fine. Where can I try this on the web for the track measurements and plan? You cannot try it on the web. It's an application you have to download. It's called AnyRail, just ANYRAIL. That's it. Are they going to be adding a new engine too? I wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of... I feel like it's kind of a requirement for the game at this rate. I think it's something from White Pass or the Klondike Mines Railway. Why is there conflict about the other game? X-Force, part of the reason I don't want to talk about the game is because I just don't want to talk about what that conflict even is, because it's just gotten so tiring to discuss. Please don't bring it up. Just leave Century of Steam on the sidelines until a future date. Sad news, the Hatton's the railway model shop is closing down. It's been going since 1948. Oof. Let's see, 1948. How long would that be? 50, 70, 76 years? Dang, that's actually longer than I thought it was going to be. I was going to mention that there was a shop around here. It's like, oh, you think that's sad we had a shop closed that was 80 years old? But no, 76 is pretty damn close to that. And also, it's a train shop closing. It's sad. Why am I trying to compare and turn this into a competition? What's wrong with me? By chance, is there any other websites like that? Not that I am aware. There was one website I used for a while, but it didn't actually have the measurements for the specific tracks for certain manufacturers. It just had generic track stuff. So not that I'm aware. Updated about my layout plan. Instead of a 4x8 and a 4x9, the 4x9 will actually be a 6x8. Nice. I'll give you a lot more room to actually do the ON30 stuff that you planned on it. It'll still be a little bit tight, don't get me wrong, but at least it won't be quite as absurd. It's nice though, it's nice. It's the best first engine to buy in Railroader. Depends on what you want to do. If you're looking just to expand your fleet, anything up to about the second 10-wheeler, the T21, is a good choice. Personally, I think the next step up that I would recommend is actually the S23. It's not that expensive, all things considered, and it has a decent water capacity, 5,000 gallons. I went for the S20 or the C25 personally, and it was a good pickup. I liked it, but the G25 is better, and the S23 has more water capacity. And I personally find that I like having engines that don't run out of water every 5 minutes. Hello, Corey. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. What loco are we using currently? The G25. I never played with it before, so I figured I would grab one for this save in particular. New engine was the T21. I'm planning on buying the S23 for what? Oh, log runs. You're right. Thank you. We have... I need to do that, don't I? Hold on. Yep. It's logging time. Alright, sender forwards. Why do most American steam locomotives have over 6 driving wheels? Because here in the United States, we like our long trains. We like strength. Best odd jobber locomotive is the G25, and the best freight locomotive is the K35. Personally, I think the G25 is just a good locomotive for freight in general. Like, it gets kind of sucky once you have to start heading up to Hemingway and Alarka Junction. But everything Bryson and eastward, the G25 can handle it pretty well. It's a nice upgrade from the smaller engines that you start the game with. Hello, Billy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I was gonna mention that there's chainsaws outside and that we keep hearing them on the stream, but it actually seems like they might be done for the day. So that's what's up. We finally don't have ASMR chainsaw noises in the background. Largest articulated to my limited knowledge was the Santa Fe 210-10-2. What about the 28884 though? Sneck? Like the triplex existed. I think the Santa Fe was just a 210-2. The Santa Fe was converted into multiple 210-0s or 210-2s because they were just too much effort and too much hassle. But they were 210-2 or 210-10-2s for a while. Which is kind of absurd. And unfortunately, none of them survived. I think the Virginian also had a couple 210-10-2s, if memory serves me right. Considering they had the triplexes, I mean, I'm not surprised, you know, but still a little strange. I forgot about the triplex. I'm impressed. How could anyone forget about the triplex? It is the behemoth. We tried the honkin' consolidation in the game. Oh yeah, we have one in the other save, in the multiplayer save. I think she's number 7. Her name is Casino. She's the strongest engine we currently have. I do plan on fixing that pretty soon. I want to get a Burke and or a Jeep, but... Pennsylvania S1 allegedly went 150 miles an hour. God, I still love the fact that they actually had to broaden some curves because the engine just was so rigid that it needed broader turns. And instead of thinking, you know, this engine has some troubles, we should probably fix it, they just actually broaden the curves. I know they did make the T1s later, but... excuse me. That was a really weird burp hiccup combo. What the heck? Okay. Send you backwards. Send... Hold on. Send you backwards. You've got enough water to last you a lifetime. Perfect, perfect. How's the T1 Trust going for rebuilding the 4444 Loco? I have no clue, but I think they've got the tender and the boiler done, if memory serves me correctly. I could be wrong, but... Three train operations? Dang, yeah, gotta hurt my brain today, Pocky. Come on now, I'm... As the local streamer, I am required to suffer on occasion. The tender the T1 Trust has is actually an original tender? Oh, from a PRR Streamline logo. Supposedly the last original one left. That's awesome. That's perfect, actually. Wait. So that's cool. That's sweet. Do you know the Union Pacific 844 is the only steam locomotive in the world to never be retired? I'm not joking. I'm not surprised by that. Well, okay, in the world, that does surprise me. That sounds bogus. In the U.S., absolutely. I knew about that. It's the only engine that has never left a railroad's roster. But in the world? I feel like I've seen steam engines in other countries that have been continuously operational. Gonna follow up with you gotta pump those number ups, but okay, Mr. Streaming Man. Not enough suffering. Wait, why are we heading down this track? Hold on. Hold on. No, 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 no. That is the wrong spur, buddy. Because industrial lines exist, look at China or India. Exactly, exactly. Like... What's that one narrow gauge railroad that's got the blue steam engines and the massive F-ton of switchbacks? Like, everything's blue, not just the steam engines. Also the diesels. the freight car, not the freight cars, the passenger cars, and it just goes up this massive mountain. The Darjeeling, yes, the Darjeeling Railway. That's the one I'm thinking of. Thank you, thank you. Imagine if the Tom Thumb was still up and running. Oh shit, wait, I did something bad there. Hold on. No. Nah, you're not going anywhere, Terrace. That's me being stupid. Pick up your passengers, buddy. You got work to do. Oops. Think I'm up to 4 trains. Connolly, Dillsborough, Silva Loco. Oh god. Industrial, Bryson, long range freight, and a passenger. Pocky, that looks more like 5. 5 to me. I mean, I know that you're probably not running all those trains at once. Like, the long distance freight doesn't matter with the industrial Bryson stuff, but like, if I'm counting correctly, it's a little more than 4. Gotta go, I'm finally at my bus stop. Alright, take care, X-Force. Have a good one, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, donk. 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 Oh wait, are we already? Oh, we're okay. I thought that we had a few more passengers to load. Nope. Be gone. Off to the races with ye. Horn B is announced a new repaint of a Class 08 diesel shunter Dick Hardy. That's glorious. I kind of want to get a 440 and name it that now. Just known 30. Put it on the side of a cab. And why? Go to a train show, run this 440 with just Dick Hardy written on the side, and wait until the parents start yelling at me. DNRGW number 346 is pushing 150 years old and has been running at the Colorado Railroad Museum since the early 60s, I believe. Dang. Wait, 150? Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, no, it's not. Jesus, that's old. Oh, wow. Shunter is an 0603. No, I know what a Class 08 is, Dark Nut. Come on now, that's an iconic British engine. Just like the, just like the Pacers. Fun fact, Indian Railway still sometimes builds Nilgiri Mountain Railway X-Class steam locomotives. Wait, newest one's from 2022? Really? Okay, hold on. I need to look up what those engines are. Nilgiri Mountain Railway X-Class. Oh, those are cute. Very, oh god, there's a Thomas the Tank Engine one. Kinda goofy, but... Wait, what the... What is that wheel arrangement? Is that a 264? Wait, what is that gap? What the heck? They are rack engines? Okay, that makes sense. That does help to sort of explain it. Seen an '08 shunter and diesel in person. It was pulling an entire express train plus diesel locomotive into the yard and wasn't breaking a sweat. Strunk. Strunk little boyos. Oh, it's an 082 rack and pinion compound locomotive. Oh, yeah, it is an 082. That's... God, that's such a weird jump in the wheel arrangement. But I guess that's probably where the rack is. That's a strange little locomotive, but it's cool. That's nifty. Have you heard of the Victorian C-Class? It's my favorite steam locomotive. I have not. I guess we're gonna look up another one. More engines being looked up on my phone on stream. Donk. 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 Friend drives an '08 on a heritage line up north. Doesn't Eurostar have a specially converted version? A specially converted variant? Have you heard of the Cripple Creek and Victor Railroad? I have. Aren't they the ones with that weird 0440 that's both outside and inside frame? I've heard of that line. They've got such bright and colorful locomotives. A little bit garish in my opinion, but it works. It does work. Bonk, 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 bonk. Number 3 originally had a green smoke box. It looked absolutely hideous. I'm seeing photos right now of, I think, number 2. My god. Scrolling through images on my phone is stupid. Yeah, number 2, number 2. It's a cute little logo. Where's number 3 at? My god. Scroll properly, phone. What is wrong with you? It won't let me scroll the images for frig's sake. Ah! Question, where did you find the 266-230 locomotive? I can only find the 2442. I found it on eBay. Again, it was mislisted. It was listed as a HO locomotive, even though it was L130. I do know that it's a pretty popular locomotive, because, like, come on now. It's a freaking articulated. It's a chunky little behemoth. So it can be a little bit hard to find it consistently. But worth it. There is a 2442 currently in bidding war as DCC and sound. I'm half tempted to grab it, but like I'm also kind of in debt at this point, and I shouldn't buy more engines. I don't need another flippin' articulated, but at the same time, train go burr. Hey, Wes, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Alright, link those. I think... slap these cars onto the caboose. I think I'll actually put Stenzel Manufacturing at the front of the train, and then we'll put the Ela car behind it. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what order it's in. They'll still be in spots 1 and 2. It'll work. It'll be fine. I don't need to worry. I too have a problem. I caught myself looking at MTH 460. The problem I have is I haven't even started my initial layout. I have all these engines and I have no place to run them. It's driving me insane. Oh, oh, I just realized we're actually clear of the switch. I didn't think we were going to be clear of the switch, but we are. Hell yeah. Doesn't MTH not exist anymore? They sold out the HO's toolings to scale trains, right? Yeah, I think they did. I think the guy who owned the company retired and sold his toolings, if memory serves. Will it be a cursed story at the end of the stream? There can be. I have an HOGG1. Hey, nice. Those are... GG1s are such classy locomotives. I'd grab one for my father because he does like the Pensy, but, like, he doesn't have electrification. Oh, you know... Wait. Oh, God, that gives me a horrible idea. ON30 GG1. Please tell us the cocaine railgun story. Been wanting to hear it for a while now. It's not as exciting as you think it is. Don't worry. You're not waiting for much. Oh, wait, hold on. Can't believe I didn't notice that. Don't want to imagine an air gauge GG1. Too late, buddy. Too bad. Suffer. Lionel got a few MTH toolings too, if I recall correctly. They imagine if Lionel got the SpongeBob train toolings. That'd be awesome. Could rationalize it as it just looking like a GG1, but it's a diesel under the body. There were some electrified narrow gauge railways. I remember somebody mentioned that there was one up in Alaska for a while, actually, which is really strange to think about. It's the only one I'm aware of, though, so maybe they weren't that common. It would be very easily possible to rationalize it as a diesel. Though the idea of a streamlined narrow gauge engine is kind of funny. Like, isn't the entire point of a narrow gauge cheap? Why would you get a streamlined engine? McDonald's F40PH ready to run set. Oh god, the McDonald's ON30 sets. The M&M's ON30 sets. Collectible item, they say. No, it really wasn't. And the price was not worth it. White Pass had streamlined 6-axle diesels. White Pass is a very unique situation, you know? Because White Pass is the only common carrier narrow gauge railroad still active in the United States. How's water looking? Ah, we got water. We're fine. We can make the return trip, no problems. Alright. It's Morbin time. Lionel got the XMTH 280s that were used for one of the SpongeBob sets. So they could do the SpongeBob set. The really garish nightmare yellow. And the US Narrow was meant to be cheap. Well, there was also the benefit that narrow gauge was able to handle sharper corners typically, and because it took up less of a footprint, it was better for mountain railroading. Like, those were the three main considerations for why, or two main considerations. Price and sharp corners / small footprint. Apparently, the Cumbers and Toltec is going to buy their wide cap DL535. Interesting, interesting. I've heard that they have sold one of their diesels to another narrow gauge line that's still intact. It's an industrial line. It's not a common carrier, but they did sell a diesel to a railroad somewhere. US narrow gauge. Wait, no, I already read that one. Never mind. Never mind. Gonna be fine. Engine proceeds to fall out of the car at 100 miles an hour. I take that back. Oh God, no, not again. I kicked the power cable and the monitors went black again. I can't see what the train's doing. I need to get a better setup so I don't do that so frequently. God. Okay, we're back. I can see things. We're good. We're fine. Posting McDonald's F40 in the Discord. Alright, let me check that real quick. let me see this abomination. You know, I don't know if that's better or worse than the ON30 Mogul. The McDonald's one. Because on one hand, it's simpler. On the other hand, it's simpler. You know? Okay, you know, hold on. I need to look up the McDonald's one again. You know, I actually think I like that better than the McDonald's, the Hawthorne Village one. Narragansett line out in California that runs 2 white caps that were meant to go to the White Pass but never got delivered. They bought 3 but wrecked 1. Oh, okay. That's funny. I know the line you're talking about, though. It's the Plaster City one. That's the line I'm thinking of. Little desert hauling route for Gilsonite or something like that. Friend was going to write a Fallout story in Huntingdon County, Pensy. Guess what's in Huntingdon County? East Broadtop. I was gonna say Strasbourg, but that feels a little too easy of a guess. What idea was that the East broad top was ran by ghouls? What is this, gruesome gulch? An actual ghost train with somebody in not clown makeup, sorry, in ghost makeup. Why would it be clown makeup? You know what's funny? My father just sent me a model railroad plan over Discord in the middle of the stream. I mean, he sent it to me a while ago, I just now realized it. He knows I'm streaming right now. He knows I don't check Discord that much. Well, actually, maybe he doesn't know if I don't check Discord that much while I'm streaming. I'm gonna act like he knows that I don't check Discord that often while I'm streaming. He sent me a small oval layout. Because we're still trying to finalize what track plan I actually want to build first. And I think I know what the answer is, but we keep on finding new ideas to try, and so we keep postponing. Ghost clowns are for when you play Entry of the Gladiators? Is that a game? This is an actual game that exists. It's this woman who thinks she's married to him. Oh, I remember that story. That crazy escapade. Pun on the name Entry of the Gladiators, better known as Circus Me. Oh. No, I just want to hear that, except with pipe organs or whatever. Sounds glorious. Fun fact, it was written for the Austro-Hungarian army? Wait. Imagine marching into battle with that playing. Oh my god. It's glorious. I found a pipe organ cover of Entry of the Gladiators. ASMR, you're going to war as a ghost. More out of context stir quotes. Man, I really do have to edit down some stream clips so that we have more stupid things like that. Out of context stir quotes. YouTube shorts filled to the brim with random things that I've said. No context. Legitimately nothing. Just the line. Piss Cup confessionals? I still need to commission somebody to make that, dude. I gotta make the mug. I gotta make the channel merch. Although I guess I should probably start with those 0-30 combines that I mentioned. I should probably do that channel merch first. There's a merry-go-round organ cover for Rasputin, and it was built around the same time he was alive? Ra ra, Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine. I remember back in middle school when everybody would play that song and just blast it. Teachers got tired of it at some point. It was great. You know you're succeeding as a student if your teachers hate you. And dunk. A 1930s film about Rasputin is why they put the disclaimer about everything being fictional at the end of film credits. What, did they make him out to be like some snake oil salesman? How can MTH Y6B navigate 0 and 30? Or 031? My wallet is currently what? Hold on. this some eBay bidding war that you're currently winning? When Rapido said they were releasing F40 PHM-2s, they specifically said no 210. Can you blame him? It portrayed Princess Irina Yusupova as a harlot, and her husband sued the studio. So special about 210. Wes, we were talking about it earlier in chat. That's the Metro locomotive that a woman claims she's married to. And he was extremely wealthy. So basically, the studio stood no chance in court. Time to float to Bryson. What could go wrong? Famous first words. Hello, W&E. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. It also implied that her daughter was actually Rasputin. Oh, no. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty nasty defamation lawsuit just waiting to happen. So if we're gonna turn the train around, plop that there. Wait. Do these need to be set to Connolly Creek L2, or do we just... Okay, they do need to be set to Connolly Creek L2. Hold on. Whoa, wait. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good. Fine. Life is decent. Can you tell... W and E, if I don't read a message immediately, please do not post it immediately again. Like, be patient. Sometimes it takes me time to read messages because I'm doing other things. I can't immediately respond to everybody. Any Minecraft content coming up? The clips are hilarious. Unfortunately, the Minecraft server has been shut down. I'm planning on reopening it eventually. I don't know when, and I'm planning on doing a new mod pack, one that has better anti-grief measures on it, because for some reason, somebody's base got nuked. And there are 3 suspects. One of them is the person whose base got nuked. One of them is somebody with absolutely zero motive, and one of them is me, and I know I didn't do it. So, like, we just have a trail of loose ends and dead ends, and no understanding about why it even happened, and everybody's just too afraid to play, and it was costing me money, so we had to shut down the server. Maybe someday we'll get it back up and running, but like, a very unfortunate and nasty end. AA traffic when they see 50 mph section of road. Is this 100 mph? Gets launched to the other side of the moon. Donk. Alright, we're locked, we're loaded. Let's go get this passenger train reversed. How was said subject acting after the incident? Everybody, according to my perspective, was acting fairly normal. Nobody seemed to be acting out of line. Even when confronted with logic behind why everything could have happened. There wasn't really much of anything to prove anybody conclusively. Oh, also, by the way, I got framed for it. Somebody went out of their way and put a lot of stuff in my house. So, that doesn't help at all. I have stuff to do. I hopefully will return to the back here. Alright, take your time, Celestial. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck with whatever you gotta do. On the subject of Minecraft stuff, though, I do have other funny clips in a sort of similar vein. I just have them from other video games. I've been playing a lot of Lethal Company with friends recently. I brought it up earlier in the stream as some of the chaos that's happened. Like the one poor soul who kept getting brackened every time that he triumphed over a different enemy. TNT or end crystals? TNT. At least we think it was TNT. We checked end crystals just in case, but like, we didn't see anything suspicious on end crystals. So, do you have the Freebird mod? No. I don't really have very many mods aside from things that add in more suits and character customization, things that let more players join the game. I think the only thing that directly affects how the game plays is we have the mod that allows you to extend the quota as long as you want it to. Also, we don't see jesters enough to really justify a mod for jesters, you know? We do play on Titan a lot, but they still don't show up very often, you know? They won $127,373 and 250 grand, both in and out of court in 1933. So the modern equivalent of 8,845,000. Jesus. It was TNT, maybe subject planted TNT on the floor, accidentally detonated it, and then blamed others. It would have to have been one hell of an accident, because there were multiple craters all over the place, at very specific locations surrounding chests, bookshelves, transportation, because we had Create, and this person had a monorail, and we had a massive train network that we were all working on. The thing is, the window of time between when we know that that everything was fine with their base, between then and when everything wasn't, is kind of slim. And because we have Create, unfortunately, there's no way to conclusively prove that anyone built TNT, because they could have just used the autocrafter and then used placers. TNT minecart spam on one block? No, it was legitimately multiple craters. It doesn't look like it was something where somebody placed TNT minecarts and then did the massive explosion. It was very much not an accident. It was very much... But we just don't know why somebody did it. And so I am considering redoing the Minecraft server eventually. But, like, if I'm going to, I need to get a mod that is better able to record player actions in case something like this happens again. Because the server just went dead basically immediately, which really friggin' sucks. And I don't want... On one hand, I am considering maybe the solution of, oh, just don't do Create. On the other hand, Create is such a blast, like, why would you remove that from the mod list, you know? So... Wait. Oh my god, wait, hold, no. Wrong way, you stupid AI train. I know, I told you to do things, but I'm dumb too. You're not supposed to head that direction. Ah. One could have used a wireless transmitter and receiver and may have hooked it to someone else's frequency? What do you mean there, 100con? Alright, so, plan of action. Park le boxcar, run around, grab these two cars, move them over here, put that car in, grab them, pull them back, run around, blah blah blah. I think I have a plan, boys. Made it to Bryson and forgot to drop off at Whittier. Great. Well, you can always do what I'm doing, which is sort everything out at Bryson, then head back to Whittier and do your stuff there. Because you're going to have to go back to the interchange eventually, right? Redstone transmitter and receiver in the Create mod. I may have not played with the Create mod myself, but I've seen hundreds of people playing it. From what we can tell, it wasn't activated by receiver. The TNT was lighted by hand using flint and steel. Keep in mind, if someone is so focused on griefing, one could use creepers and TNT. See, creeper explosions have a very specific size. And we also, one of the TNT was not detonated for some reason. We did find TNT in their base in a prime location to blow up. That was not blown up for whatever reason. It's a chaotic mess. There's so many things we've explored, and yet we keep hitting dead ends, and at this rate it's just been shut down for a few months. But again, I might reopen it. Probably not going to be the same mod list. I'm definitely going to need a mod that's better able to watch people so we don't have another incident like this ever happen again. But plus, it'd be a great way for me to actually convince people to support me again. A great way to get people invested in the channel, baby. But again, I do have similar clips to the Minecraft stuff, because I've been playing so much Lethal Company recently. And so I have a bunch of clips of me screaming like a pansy while getting chased by a ghost girl. How did the person with no motive react to the situation? I told you, like, nobody reacted strangely to the whole situation. At least from what I'm able to see. Ginger, I do see the message. You don't need to repost something if I haven't responded immediately. Wait until it's gone a good way back in chat, and please do not ping me. Thank you. Couldn't you have just rolled back? Probably. It's way too late to do that now, and I don't think I was thinking straight to do that. I'm not sure where the server backups were, though, and nobody thought of it until it was, like, a month later. Now, somebody already suggested using player stats to see who had the most TNT, but what about most flint and steel uses? That is a possibility to look through. Unfortunately, I don't have access to those files anymore, because after the server shut down, I didn't download and save them. But I'm pretty certain that that wouldn't really lead to much of anything, because I think all of us have used flint and steel multiple times. You know? But, had an idea for a model layout. Be a gypsum mine that uses narrow gauge like US gypsum, then the standard gauge milled and run it out to the main line for an interchange. You could just have it like US gypsum, where you have a narrow gauge mainline run that connects the gypsum mine to the mill, and then you have the standard gauge right there, and you have basically just a big switching setup. That way you could appease to people who want to do switching, and you could also appease to people who want to do mainline running. I guess you'd be able to do both. either way, even if you had a mainline run of standard gauge and of narrow gauge. But it just doesn't make sense to me to have... I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. It just feels a little weird to have some narrow gauge and then a swap to standard gauge and then an interchange. I don't know. A lot of the chat has been focused on trying to solve the mystery of the self-detonating house. You guys don't know all the information, though. Maybe I need to repeat it and let you guys know. Does the server have create deco? I think it did. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. I can check what the mod list was. Let me do that real quick. Yes, this server, this one. It doesn't seem that it did, no. Just thinking the mine would be off the layout, but the mine's like one of the more interesting elements of the layout. I mean, I guess you could have it where it's just a layout that portrays the gypsum mill and nothing more, and then you have like a backdrop or like a staging yard for both the standard gauge and the narrow gauge. Could be interesting. That could be one way of handling it. I was thinking of a much larger layout that took up like an entire basement where you had a big mainline run. Okay, so the incident, as I currently know it, just for the court record, it was late at night, August 13th, day before my birthday. And by late at night, I mean early morning, because we had actually bled over from the day before. And both myself and the victim were online. Around this time, I got into a little bit of an argument with them over the power of a drill that they were able to move around on a minecart, which I personally think, quite frankly, was kind of absurd at that point. And I still do think that. I think the size of their minecart was just overpowered and kind of BS with the fact that they could pick it up with a single inventory slot. But we got into a little bit of an argument over this. Personally, I was just trying to say, if anything, I might actually nerf these things if I can, because, oh my god, they're overpowered. And it just started getting into a weird back and forth of complaints. Eventually, I joined the server and started working on getting that person a mending book. Because I had promised them I would get them a mending book. I don't remember what I promised them over it. I don't remember if it was during the argument or before. I think it was before. But I am a man of my word, and I was going to go get it. Even though they were telling me that I shouldn't get it for them, and they didn't want it for whatever reason. So I got them the books. Actually, was it? God, it's been so long that I don't even remember if I got the books at this very specific time. But as we're going around, eventually this person logs off for the night. And, God, my memory is so fuzzy at this point, I don't remember the details. Ah! Oh, right, no, I do remember this one. I get the books, I go back to my base, and I notice that this person's train is at my base. One of them, at least. They logged off for the night. They're gone. They're not coming back for till the morning. Excuse me. And God, this is so hard to remember because it's been so friggin' long. I thought it was strange that their train was at my base, so I put the books in the train and brought it back to spawn because I knew that they were near spawn. And then I got off for the night sometime after that. Your thoughts on game balance can be a bit strong. Well, yes, it can be because I've done game design before. I know what certain things are fair and what aren't, and I can get very opinionated. It doesn't help that the devs I was working with didn't listen to any of my opinions, even though I knew the game better than they didn't. What happened after this? God. I think 3 people logged on, 3 to 4 people logged on in the morning. And then the victim logged on. Their train was no longer at spawn. And Andrew, I already know about the tankers, you don't need to remind me. I know what I'm doing. Anyways, their train, I believe, was no longer at spawn. Or, no, it was at spawn. It was at spawn. It was missing everything. They took it back to their base, only to find it completely nuked, and with basically all of their trains derailed for whatever reason. At this point, everybody on the server gets extremely suspicious. And everybody basically immediately starts leaving. Everybody starts taking away and moving their houses very far away. The victim at first immediately starts moving, immediately leaves. Then it's somebody else who was like thousands of blocks away already. They just cut off their nether portal and blew up stuff and made it so nobody could get back to them. Some people stopped playing. That's basically the main event, the main incident that happened. I know it's not very descript, I'm sorry, but it's hard to remember something that happened, like, what, 5 months ago? Exact details. The problem, I guess one of the problems is there really wasn't anything to go off of back then because nobody knew anything about the incident. People became reclusives, yes. People became hermits. You could say it's hermit copyright claimed stream. Everybody became hermits and nobody wanted to hang out with anybody else because everybody was sketched out and thinking that each other were problems and murmur. Still in contact with the victim and the other suspect, and are they willing to be on a stream? I am not in contact with the victim. They seem to have left the server about a month ago once Railroader came out. And I don't really like doing streams with other people on them for any reason. I like the calm. I like the peace. Time to hold stream court. That's right. Next time we see him, we'll just we'll pull out all the stops. We'll pull out all the accusations, Tony. T14 chat has not scrolled up enough. God, but a lot of people are reposting their messages very quickly. Even though I know I'm focusing on this one subject in particular, but give me time, guys. Give me times. Victim was radioisotopics. Yes, radio was the victim of this incident. And ironically, radio was the most active player after the incident. Which is strange, because of all the people who were reclusive, radio is probably the worst. Done it twice, not reposted it. It's hard to tell based on the way you mentioned it. You said that, T14. Maybe choose some better words instead of saying, I've done it again. Maybe add a little more emphasis on the word again. I think that would have... probably would have helped a little bit. Instead of me being accusatory. Makes me a little curious of the age demographic of the viewers. I always just send once, and if you miss it, you miss it. Oh well. It is just sort of the nature of a lot of people. Is they'll send things multiple times, you know? It's a thing that has happened for years on this channel. Okay, for a year. This channel's only really been active for a year, but still... We, the jury, have yet to come to a verdict. I know, right? Like... It's stupid hard to really come up with a conclusive verdict, because there's evidence that points to each and every person. Of the three who are potential culprits. Which is just pain. Hello, Hamburger. Welcome to the stream. There is snow. You are correct. It is very annoying. Fortunately, the power is still on, and the heating is not dead. Welcome to the internet. I just assume if it doesn't get read the first time, it wasn't pertinent or it wasn't funny. Exactly. Sometimes I will admit I just don't read things in chat because I don't know what to say, and my brain just short-circuits. Gotta love the autism, going in strong. There will be more opportunities to get a comment read. Exactly. Problem is that the evidence isn't strong. If the evidence were to strongly point toward one person, they would be the one to investigate, but it seems to equally point to all three. Exactly. Because, actually, the funniest part is, the person who it points to the strongest is me. See why you were a suspect due to the argument between you and the victim. What reason would the other person have to commit the crime? We don't actually have a reason. That is the problem. The only reason that the other suspect is a suspect is because they have the best means to do it. By far and large. They were the first person on the server, or they were around this time, around this point on the server. They had the auto-crafter, which means that they could have easily used that to craft the TNT, to point out, to hide their tracks in the statistics menu, and they were the person who pointed out the statistics menu first. I knew about the statistics menu, and I was going to check it, but I didn't mention it in case somebody else did, and that is something kind of interesting to note, is that they were the first person to bring up the statistics menu. But the problem is, we have zero motive. Like, it doesn't make sense for them to have done it, because there's no identifiable reason that they would have. Then, like, why would you bust up your viewer's stuff? Exactly, Pocky. That's the problem with me. Like, I got in the argument with this viewer, and I could have just easily gone into creative mode and blown them up, or, like, reset my statistics file to hide the fact that it was me. I have the most means to cover my tracks, but, like, why would I do that? Like, causing dramas with viewers on this sort of magnitude is not a healthy thing to do. It's risking everything over nothing. And the other thing is, why would I frame myself? Because there was that chest of items that appeared in my house. The double chest that was literally all of the missing items, and it was in the most blatant and obvious location. When this is especially when this is not a drama/local cow type server. Exactly. You're getting money to support the server, right? Follow the money would make you seem unlikely, would it not? Exactly, that's another pointer. Like, so many things. And one of the weird, suspicious parts of it all is that Radio was the only person to have a substantial amount of TNT on their account, on their statistics pages. It's chaos. It's pain. The fact is, each and every person has some reason to clear them, and to give very clear, reasonable doubt towards suspicion of them. Viewer griefs themselves to get back at you, ruin your reputation. That would be a possibility, but it wouldn't make sense that the viewer would stick around for 4 months after paying on the higher tier after this incident happened. Like how we're all hyperfixating on something that doesn't matter. Well, it kind of does matter, in a way. knowing why it happened and being able to protect against it in the future. I guess really the main thing is just being able to protect against it in the future is what matters most. But knowing why it happened can give some good closure. Being able to figure out who done it. Besides, everybody loves a good everybody loves a good drama where you can participate and try and figure out what happened. Bryson, mild success. Heck yeah. Did you derail a third time? Get radio on the stream to get them to confess live. Imagine the views you could get. Sarcasm. Now, what we have to do is we have to get somebody to pressure me to confess live, guys. Get me to own up to my very rude mistake, baby. Again, sarcasm. Alright, how are the logs looking at Connolly, by the way? They're doing just fine. Really doesn't matter, you basically mentally sign a waiver when you join the internet. Rather, anything you share may be stolen, erased, or perverted in any potential manner possible. It does matter to me, though, because I do want to have a basic level of respect amongst our community. And I did have a rule of, hey, don't just go around and grief people. Maybe, I don't think it was exactly that wording, but and it was very relaxed and casual in how it was mentioned, but... Again, the plan for the future is to reinstate another Minecraft server. A new one, fresh start, everybody on equal terms. Not sure what mod pack to do, but definitely going to add a mod that actually has some way to track player actions better. So that we can, in the future, identify something like this if it happens. Return from the faraway land of feeding the chickens. The chickens shall consume. That's why I play solo or just with the wifey. Honestly, fair. The only problem is multiplayer is like infinitely more fun. I suggest also adding the create mod with broad and narrow gauge tracks. Honestly, I'm planning on not adding create again. It's not completely off the table, but at this point in time, after what happened, I don't trust it enough. Not until we can actually get a mod that can conclusively protect and track player actions. Maybe I'll take up Minecraft just to be server police. Gonna roam around in a cop car. Fine people for parking their horses in the wrong place. Mod Pack will be reorganized for a safe and secure society. Remind me I need to stop at Whittier in 5 minutes. I'm gonna forget. Gonna run all the way to Silva only to realize that you still have the cars for Whittier. One of them had their comb, aka the red part of their head, has been frostbitten. Oh, that's a shame. Hope they recover. Can't you disable griefing with commands so that you can't explode things with TNT? I believe you can, but at the same time, like, come on, TNT cannons are fucking fun, dude. Rather than just compromising in saying things like, oh yeah, you can't use TNT and all, you can't use all these fun items, like, but what if we could, you know? We can't goof around anymore because of this incident. I don't want to completely disable TNT. Because besides, I don't think that would permanently solve the issue, because just if TNT doesn't work doesn't mean there isn't ways to grief people and to steal from them and to be a rude, annoying, problematic person, you know? Be much better to have an all-encompassing solution to the problem. I don't even have Silva. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. You can actually drive all the way out to Silva. It doesn't work, but you can drive there. Even if you don't have the route unlocked already. No promises I won't steal your weed and extort a few people just cuz. I promise I'll be faithful. I'll be a good, law-abiding cop. Court will resume next stream or continue in the Discord. At this rate, Court might just have to be, though, not figuring out what mods to add to help fix these problems and to help make the mod pack and community stronger and better in the future. Might be mods where people can claim certain chunks and nobody else can do anything in said chunk without permission. There definitely are mods for that, but I still feel like I prefer something that actually can track player motion in case we need it in player actions. Guess people could go nuts claiming, oh, I didn't even consider that. You're absolutely right. Immersive railroading mod. Ah, heck yeah. I'm ready to have a headache for 5 years, baby. Trying to figure out how the hell to do it. How the hell to make my trains. Can make a whole parody out of this. MCIS, Minecraft Criminal Investigative Service. The entirety of it is, yeah, it looks like somebody griefed this house. No, there's nothing I can do. Then a just rolls credits. Basically fit MC, but for your own server. God, it's been a while since I've seen the fit MC video. Man, you've just unlocked some core memories. Oh, hello. Wait. Wait, why are you on the main line? Hold on. It's not where you're supposed to be. Excuse me. Need another channel in the Discord for criminal investigation. I mean, we can always just open up a thread. It's always a possibility. At least with the create mod, you can build the most craziest trains. And it's like, yep, that'll work, so long as there's a set of controls. That is what I love about the create mod trains. That if you want to make a okay, what's the craziest thing we can come up with? If you want to make a cog railway articulated, all you need to do is build it. And they give you extra tools like the copycat panels and blocks and whatnot to help with that. Still a little sad my 262 got eaten by the server shutdown. I should have made a schematic of it before it closed. I might be able to get the schematic back and the world download back before we start a new server. Emphasis on might. I don't actually know for sure, but it sounds like the files might still be around. It's just that I don't have access to them because I'm not paying for the service anymore. How would you make a cog articulated locomotive? With patience, persistence, and dedication. God, how would you make a cog articulated, though? Wait, hold on. Now that I'm actually thinking about this, how the fuck... How on earth would that work? The power of the Flex Seal family products. To show you the power of Flex Seal, I just taped this boiler on at a 45-degree angle. And it works like new. Glorious. To show you the power of Flex Seal, we sawed this locomotive in half. Bang. I have perished in a boiler explosion. Do we have any loans to repay? Oh, Jesus, we do. Right. Shh. I forgot. We bought the logging locomotive, and that cost us $1 million. Wait. I'm gonna say something about like in-game trains aren't actually real. They're just train-shaped objects moving in a 3D space. But I figured a joke would be more interesting. To show you the power of Flex Seal, I sawed this ground sheet in half. Bang! What'd be even funnier is just boiler explosion followed up by a bunch of tubes, spaghetti tubes just getting strewn out all over the place. And then it shows him using Flex Seal to try and, wait! No, shit! I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit wait 1 hour. I don't want to sleep through the night. No. Hold the phone. I did that terribly wrong. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're fine. Whew. We survived. Now I can wait 1 hour. The power of flex tape. We can distract Stir enough to goof the game. The real evil plan. Trying to get me to derail. Trying to get me to skip a day on accident. Alright. You know what? I wanna pop in the engine. Because why not? Real scheme gets Stir to crash a train because we're talking about random BS. The real scheme, get me to crash because I'm trying to remember what the heck happened in August when we had this big thing. We had the Minecraft griefing incident. Then again, is that any different from the times that we've tried to get me to do a bunch of horrible pickup lines? Go gadget train crash. I don't remember that from the show. He walks into the room, the big mustache-twirling villain, standing atop a porcelain throne. You cannot stop me now, Inspector Gadget. He just says, go gadget train crash, and all of a sudden, a Norfolk Southern derailment happens. It happens 2 cities over, but because of the incident, the oil supply being delivered to this location, to this supervillain, has been cut off. And he now has to get into a 5-year-long legal battle over the lost time. to make a short out of that absolutely massive explosion from when you play Content. I haven't. I really should. I really should. I keep telling myself, oh, I'm gonna make some more shorts this week, because I have, you know, I have how many clips from December? Hold on, let me find out. In December alone, I have 70 clips to go through. I could get shorts for years, man. And that's not including the Lethal Company clips that I've been getting just on the side from having my own fun. And I know some of those clips are redundant because I usually hit the download button or the save clip button on my streams multiple times because I get sketched out that it's not going to work, but... Go-Go Gadget murdered Goku. Go-Go Gadget explosive shard. Man, Inspector Gadget has really changed since I watched it as a kid. Alright, how's the log haul going? How's this train hanging? Okay, it's still going. It's still taking its sweet time. Roger that. It's a lot of clips. I know, it's insane. And in January, I have 50. Or, sorry, 49. And that includes the one from this stream. We have quite a few clips that I've managed to grab, and I just haven't managed to edit. Another thing that could be fun / chaotic, Lethal Company with supporters, since mods can get 16 plus people in a game. I've seen it able to do 32, but I have thought on the matter for a while, and I've decided that for now I don't want to do that. And the main reason is because I need games that are sort of separated from YouTube. Because one thing, everybody's like, oh man, being a YouTuber is so cool, that's so awesome, until you realize that socialization and playing video games becomes your job. And so I don't want to play literally everything on as like a dedicated game for the channel. I want to be able to do things and just have fun with my friends still, you know? And I've determined that Lethal Company is one of those games that I'm willing to upload clips of from us goofing around, but I'd rather keep separated from YouTube for now. Happened a third time somehow when I was not looking at 10 miles an hour. Nice. Talented. Is Railroader at all similar to Railroads Online? I mean, in the sense that they're train games... Yes, but they're very different train games. Railroads Online is more focused on letting you build and be creative in your own manner, and Railroader is more about operating a railroad your way and doing some more prototypical operations. I personally like the contract system of Railroader way, 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 way better than how Railroads Online handles it. Because it actually feels like you're running a real railroad. It's fun. Only problem is, it can take legitimately hours to cross the map. Not everyone being masked would be so funny. That is true. God. Well, everybody goes to Titan, and immediately... Somebody immediately gets masked. They're not even trying to avoid it. They immediately put on the mask and die. 2 nutcrackers spawn. Opinion on the Beatles? You mean the band? Haven't listened to them in a hot minute. My music taste is a little bit weird, to say the least. Left as you saw my Minecraft Discord thing, but is a thread a pound sign? What do you mean, Sneck? Like, are you asking what threads are in general on Discord? Price the air horn with the mean sound at infinite level. Music taste is all the songs except the ones I don't listen to. Exactly, Celestial. Same. I'll listen to to hard dubstep. I'll listen to chiptune. I'll listen to Steve Harvey AI covers. Actually, I don't think I've heard any of those before, and I don't like listening to AI covers. They do sound a kind of bad. What am I saying? Sound kind of bad. Like model trains, general, etc. in each Discord server. Okay, so Sneck, what a thread is it's actually a subset of of one of those pound signs, hashtags, etc. When in a channel, where is it? In the upper right, you'll see something that kind of looks like a scroll, I guess, or an accordion, if you're on PC. In the upper right, you'll see something that looks kind of like an accordion that says threads. If you click on that, it'll show you what threads are currently at, or have been done in that channel. If you want to create a new thread, or there are no threads and you just want to create one, you start typing up a message, and then before you send it, you hit the plus sign in the lower left of your message, and hit create thread, and it'll prompt you how to do it. It's sort of like a temporary channel that anybody can create at any time that won't show up for everybody. You actually have to hunt it out and find it. And it is slightly advertised, but... I can create one after stream if need be. Can't be weirder than having a playlist that solely consists of the 1812 Overture and nothing else. Oh, TK, I need to show you my roulette playlist. I added a mod that has Biden shout soda when you pick up the red soda can. I've seen the mod that... I'm tempted to add the mod that makes it so the loot bugs scream yippee whenever they would make a noise normally. Okay, I haven't got it yet, but I'm tempted. So Minecraft Criminal Investigation would be under General? Yes, it would be. It's not there yet because nobody's made it, but if you want to make it, feel free. Roulette playlist sounds like chaos. I'm here for it. You know what? TK, Allow me to grab a link for you. Oh, I love this playlist. It's so stupid. So, for anyone who tries to click the link in chat I'm about to send, fair warning, if you ever put it on shuffle, some songs are legitimately painful to listen to. One of them is so bass boosted that it caused somebody's ears to bleed once because they tried to listen to it at 100% volume and didn't listen to us when we told them, hey, don't do that. Just fair warning, that's the entire point of this playlist. It's Russian roulette, where you, you put on shuffle, and if your ears get bombarded by he's not too big.mp4, so be it. Every song in that playlist is a meme. Every last song. Some of them are actually really good, though. Not gonna lie. Just listen to the first song there. It's a bop. It's really good. How would one create a thread on mobile? Because the plus is where you would attach a picture or a screenshot. Hold on. Okay. You'll want to go to the top where it says general or whatever. You want to tap on the name. It'll bring up this little menu that shows you who's online, search, mute, settings, threads. Tap on threads, and then there's a plus sign in the upper right. Mobile threads are actually awful to deal with. Really? Are they? That didn't look too bad to me. Through the Fire and the Flames mashup. I do have one of those. I think I have one of those, don't I? Yeah, Step Through the Fire and the Flames. It's the third to last video in the thing. In the playlist. God, demonic bees.mp4. I'm having flashbacks looking at this playlist and what I put into it. This is cursed in the best way possible. Mobile Discord app is just kind of cancerous as web design goes. It really does suck. It's not terrible, but like, oh my god, it is painful in some cases, especially after having used the old mobile app and using the PC app for so long. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Hello, Thomas. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. God, I used to have Never Gonna Give You Up memorized. I also used to have Smash Mouth All-Star memorized. And we used to sing it on bus rides to and from school. It was great. Brain Power Noma. I've listened to that song. Personally, it's just a little too repetitive for my likes. I say that and there's some other songs I like, but for how fast-paced it is, it really feels like it should have something more going on in the drop, you know? Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her thing. God, I'm probably gonna get copyright claimed if I do that. I would, but no. It's repetitive, but there's the short version. It's been a while since I've heard the short version. It is definitely a type of song that's up my alley. I do like listening to things like breakcore, you know? Love myself some good old Camellia. Gotta give those rhythm gamers nightmares, baby. I'm more of a rock and metal guy. See, I'm the kind of person who, as my musical tastes were evolving, I got introduced to Geometry Dash. And I've kind of just been stuck on that ever since. In fact, the artist... Actually, all of the artists that I feature at the beginning of these streams are artists that I have found through rhythm games, one way or another. Gotta go, it's late. No worries, Darknut. Have a good one, man. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Take care. Overall run report. Some stonks, 3 derailments, and, pain. Backpain.mp4. Going off the rails on a crazy train. You know what's funny? Somebody did recently follow me on Twitter who is a part of a rhythm game community that I used to play years ago. I don't play it as much as I used to anymore. I do occasionally. I don't... It's just kind of hard to play nowadays. It is a difficult game. But somebody followed me who is named Crazy Train. And you'll never guess what one of their tweets on their Twitter account was. Specifically asking, hey, Ozzy Osbourne, is it okay to use Crazy Train in this rhythm game? I think they did actually get the go-ahead. Which is honestly pretty awesome. That said, I'm finishing for the night. People, good day/night. Goodbye. Alright, take care, T14. Sleep well, sleep well. Have a good one, man. Reflex is getting too slow there. Slowly but surely they are. You know, you just sort of... You lose your talent after you don't play something for a while. You know? Which reminds me, I still need to play Splatoon soon. I gotta get back... I gotta do more Salmon Run. I gotta keep up with all that. I gotta get my daily bonuses. Haven't played Splatoon in a hot minute. I play it usually once a week or so. At minimum. Haven't played ranked very much this last season, though. Just been doing Salmon Run mostly. I still... It's really funny to think that here I am on YouTube, and I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, I have this really awesome achievement in Splatoon 3, and everybody's like, what? What does that mean? I have all 999s in Salmon Run, baby. On all stages. I have everything at 999. And nobody appreciates me. Hopefully with the newly created thread we can solve the case of the house explosion. Fingers crossed. I'm not getting my hopes up, though. It's been a cold case for a couple of months now. But again, to reiterate, one, I do have Lethal Company clips. I have plenty of those. They're good fun. They're absolutely hilarious in some cases. I posted one in the Discord, actually, the other day. Excuse me. It's in Off Topic, and it was posted on the 14th of January. But I have some good clips of us clowning around and dying in that. Those are some funny little moments that are going to be kind of similar to the Minecraft clips that I used to post. That's pointer number one. Pointer number two, I am considering doing another smaller, simpler mod pack. Just to test the waters and see how interested people are in Minecraft right now, and give something to satiate this craving of mine. Because I do want to play Minecraft again. It's fun. It's a good game. If you ever get the server's world back, it might be a good idea to get some pictures of the crime scene so the MCIS has something to go off of. Definitely. The only problem is, it would be a little bit expensive to do because we did have a decent server. We did it. What I am thinking of doing for this is obtaining a new server and then... Or sorry, no, brain. The way we'd be able to do it is to fire back up the old server and then obtain a new one. or not obtain a new one, sorry, transfer it into something new, reset it, etc., etc. And during that reset, we would be able to do our thing. To investigate the crime scene, get copies of the save for people to try out for themselves, and truly figure out the whole world, etc., etc. Only problem is, we had a good server. It was kind of pricey. Might not be able to afford it if I wanted to do something like that. I mean, I would be able to afford it, I just don't think I'd be able to reasonably budget it, I should say. It's the only pain in the butt. Oh geez, I just realized how low we are on call. I might need to refill this engine before she suddenly dies on the main line. That's a problem. I think it'll be okay, but I have to keep an eye on that. Oh, hey! Look at that. Some of these cars... Oh no, never mind. These cars are properly loading. I just thought they weren't. Never mind. Never mind. Ignore me. I thought that they'd actually completely fixed the issues where you could just use one track repeatedly, but no, they haven't, unfortunately. Scared but curious. Alright, you know what? I think we are starting to slowly reach the end of stream here today. And since I've still got a train to run, why don't I tell you all a curse story? I know we're ending stream a little bit early, but like, I don't have anything else to do in the game, and the stream is getting a little bit quiet, so why don't I share with y'all everybody's favorite cursed tale? What do we feel like hearing today? Obviously, I know TK has requested the cocaine railgun. I think that one's not very exciting. What are some other stories that I haven't told recently? There's the duck pond. There's the nachos. The best worst nachos, I should say. What else is there? Was the Minecraft story not absolutely cursed? Oh no, no. We need to have something way more cursed, Focky. Minecraft story is a walk in the park. Let's see, we've also got the Santa's Undead Leviathan story. We've got my favorite, the D&D story. I mean, there's a lot of D&D stories I have, but I've never stuck around for one of these. Well, now's your chance, Pocky. You get to hear these horribly, atrociously cursed stories. Or at least you get to hear one of them. So, chat, what we feeling like? TK has changed to Duck Pond. Any other votes? Anybody? Santa's Undead Leviathan sounds like something we should have done on the Christmas Eve stream. Oh, you're so right. You're so right. Wait. Did I not set up a few Z over here? Hold on. No. Back her up. Dealer's choice. Alright, so let's do the Duck Pond story. I'm alright with anything. I'm currently just listening as for I'm trucking. Playing what, American Truck Simulator or something? Just listening to this like it's a radio. Alright. Duck Pond. So one of the coolest things about the high school that I went to is that we had every class was an elective. And there were some really cool classes. There were things like a mathematician reads the newspaper, game theory, science and media in the current era. What else was there? Oh yes, writing and literature and video games. Improv was a blast. Science fiction and B-movies. And basically all you needed to do was get enough credits of an appropriate type before you graduated, so you could do whatever you wanted. But our school was pretty small, you know? It was 100 students, and this is 6th through 12th grade. This is middle and high school rolled into one ball. Well, hold on, before we get this show too far on the road. Physical education was a little bit of a difficult task to deal with. How do I... Okay, there we go. Because we didn't have a gym. And so how we dealt with it was there were 3 physical education classes. There was rock climbing. There was your standard PE credit. And then there was LARP. Rock climbing went to a rock climbing gym. Standard PE went to a standard gym, or a park, depending on the day, depending on how the weather was. There was a gym nearby that the school was allowed to use. It was for some church or something, some church-based school. And when they weren't using it, we were allowed to use it, and so we'd go along, we'd do that. But LARP was where it was at. LARP stands for Live Action Roleplay. Short answer, short explanation, you get to bop people with foam swords, and it counts as a physical education credit. Also, I'm going to switch sides, so we get views out the river. Wait. You can sit on the toilet? That's great. That's beautiful. Okay, also I'm gonna sit on this side. Wait. Where's it? There's gotta be a seat over here okay, there we go. So live action roleplay, you'd get to build your own foam sword out of, like, I think at first it was PVC piping with a bunch of foam. Eventually it became golf clubs with the tip cut off, a penny on the end, or the head cut off, a penny on the end, and covered in foam, or not foam insulation, covered in pipe insulation foam stuff. And so I didn't take LARP at first, but everybody knows Wasabi Senpai. At least, if you've been on this channel for a while, you should know that name and come to dread it. So, they're out playing one day. It's team deathmatch in one of the local parks. And the other team has all the cracked players. They have all the good players on one team, basically. They have the fast, they have the agile, they have the I know how to psych you out kind of players. And Wasabi Senpai is the last person on his team. Everybody has died. And is out of the game. That is just wandering around, except it's like a 1v5 at this point, out of a class of 40. And Wasabi Senpai realizes he can't run away because they're too agile. He can't hide because they'd figure out where he's hiding because they're faster than him and they'd see him hide. And he basically has no way of winning the team deathmatch. But he has to stall for time, because the one way he can win is by making the other team lose alongside him by calling a draw, because they have to go back to school, because the park is like 10 blocks away and they have to walk back and forth. Sorry, Wasabi Senpai, you'll find out who he is in time. You'll find out. You'll learn. You'll know the name well eventually, Snack. Don't worry. What's happening? We're telling a cursed story right now, Rockstar. We're wrapping up the stream a little bit. So, Wasabi Senpai knows that if he stalls out the game just a little bit longer, he loses, but the other team loses too. Unironically, we did LARPing for unit physical therapy when I was in the Air Force. One of the truly ripped physical fitness leader guys did it in full armor on the weekends and had a full set of LARP gear. That's awesome. That's cool. I can talk a little bit about LARP once I'm done with the story, once I'm done with this cursed little tale. Oh, physical training? Okay. I can share some of the awesome things that we had there, because there's plenty of cool stories from LARP. This is just the really stupid and funny one that's kind of cursed. Also, are we... yes, we're almost at Whittier. So, with Senpai realizing that he can... Also, hello, Connor. Hello. You don't need to repeat yourself too much. Don't worry. If I don't read chat, there's usually some reason for it, or I'll get back to it in a little bit. Right now, we're telling a story. A very cursed story. So, he tries to solve for time. He cannot run these guys. He cannot hide from these guys. But he cannot swim these guys. There happens to be a duck pond in the middle of the park. And without thinking twice about what might be in the duck pond, Wasabi-senpai jumps in and swims across to an island in the center of the pond. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Because the only way that he can lose is if somebody else swims across to him. And if they do swim across to him, he can just bop them while they're in the water and make them lose. And make them die. In-game, of course, not literally. The problem is, though, nobody else was insane enough to swim across a duck pond. Because have you guys thought about what is in a duck pond? Have any of you guys considered about what murkiness awaits within those disgusting waters? Because do you think the ducks have the decency to go to a public bathroom? Do you think that the ducks happen to eat all of the bread that is thrown their way? Yeah, the answer is no. So, once the adrenaline wore off, Wasabi-senpai realized what he had just swam through. Because there were a lot of duck feces and urine in that pond, and he started to smell it. And he realized he didn't want to go back through. Problem is, he's now stranded on a very small island in the middle of a very public and large park. And he's too afraid to go back to mainland because he's realized how disgusting it is to sleep through it all. Or, not sleep through it all, to swim through it all. And so, Wasabi-senpai gets stuck in the middle of a pond, in the middle of the busiest park. The police had to be called so that they could bring out a speedboat just to drive the 20 or so feet across the pond to get him and to bring him back across the pond and to get him to safety. No charges were pressed, everything was fine. He got a stern talking to from his parents and from his teachers, but man, that was a legendary story. In Oaks Park, no, this was in Laurelhurst. You know the big duck pond at Laurelhurst? I mean, admittedly, I don't expect many people to know Laurelhurst very well. It is just a local landmark, after all. That a 462 or a 282? This is a 462. 4 wheels up front, 6 wheels middle, 2 wheels back. IDK, I've never been to Oregon. Hey, if TK might know it. TK might have been there before. Maybe Hamburger's been there before. You never know. So there you go. There's your cursed story of the day. The time that Wasabi-senpai got stuck in a duck pond. Laurelhurst is a park I haven't been to, but the first picture on Google is one of a duck pond. See? Told ya. It exists. It's real. I need backstory on Wasabi Senpai. Wasabi Senpai got the nickname Wasabi Senpai because in improv, I'm going to head out for dinner. All right, Pocky, eat well, man. Have a good one. See you around. See you Sunday, probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Take care, dude. Take care. Alright, so, Wasabi Senpai got his nickname from improv, which is where a lot of these stories come from. But, in improv, we would do things where we would have dinner nights, where everybody would come to class and we would bring food for a potluck. It didn't have to be anything too special. Sometimes people just brought ice cream. Sometimes one person, for instance, brought a packet of wasabi. I think they probably brought more than that. Admittedly, they probably didn't just bring wasabi. But some people would actually cook things. Some people actually cooked a nice big bowl of ramen. I think somebody made a salad once. It was awesome. It was really fun. But what we had to do for improv was we had to act out our characters. We couldn't just sit back and be like, "Ah, yes, I like this food. How's your day been? How's life, Timothy?" No, you actually had to act out a character, a persona that you had practiced and brought to this event. And everybody had their own crazy persona with their own crazy rules and how they acted and what world they were a part of. There's the bulletproof vest story, for instance, where one guy said that he was wearing a bulletproof vest when somebody shot him in the head. Admittedly, that was just miscommunication on stage and that he didn't actually see the shot. But, that was a funny moment. Anyways, one day on stage, we're having this improv dinner. And one of the things is that while you're doing these dinners, you often swap between sides of the stage. One side is talking while the other side is silent. And then after a while, it'll swap back to the other side, and the one side is now silent, blah, blah, blah. And this allows you to have this sort of interesting dynamic. And one side will be acting out things in silence, and lip-syncing and trying to make it seem like there's a scene going on, even though there isn't. And it's good practice, it's good fun. But one time, while the stage is on our side, while we have the ball for being the side of the stage that's talking, right? And having their cool scene and character development, etc., etc., laughing erupts from the other side of the stage. Uncontrollable laughing. And everybody's just confused about what's going on. And we look over, and we see Wasabi Senpai rubbing something into his head. Everybody asks what's going on, and he grabs the wasabi packet, and he pours another batch into his hair, and starts massaging like it was shampoo. Dude took an entire packet of wasabi, and dumped it in his hair. And rubbed it all over like it was nothing. Yeah, he later complained for the next few days that was a horrible mistake because his hair was on fire the entire time. His scalp was in constant pain. So, pro tip, if you at home think that it would be funny to put wasabi in your hair, don't. Just don't. That's gotta be good for the scalp. Wasabi conditioner. Sabi Senpai is a true incarnation of chaotic neutral, and we love him for it. You said you would dig deeper into LARPer. Oh, right. I did say I would mention a few things, didn't I? Before the stream ends. So, some of the cool things that people did. One kid built a straight-up riot shield. One person built an 8-foot-long pike. One person had an actual bow and arrow. There were magic spells that were just hacky sacks that you would throw at people. When we played Capture the Flag for a while, we used a we used a rubber toy that I bought at a supermarket. It was a unicorn puppet. It got ripped in half at one point, so we flipped it inside out and made it look really fleshy and disgusting so that people wouldn't try and rip it in half again. I think I still have a photo of that somewhere. Hold on. I need to see if this is still a thing. There was a photo where he put that really cursed thing over a, over a Mario Kart character. I think I still have Mario somewhere in the house. I don't have the puppet, unfortunately. I don't have the hand puppet, but I have Mario. Put it in the Discord if found. Law. Alright, we'll do. Actually, oh wait, I think I know where I can find it. No, it's not a bookmark on Twitter. No, damn. Oh well, that's fine. Whatever. Alright. I think, at this point, it is probably time to call it quits for the day. Stream has gotten a little bit quiet. We only have 6 members watching, apparently. And I do have some plans for tonight that I'd like to do. I'd like to get a head start on them, if possible. Plus, maybe I can get a YouTube short readied up really quickly. So, thank you all for tuning in today. It has been fun, as always. Sunday is going to be a blast, though. I need to make up for the lost time. Since we no longer have the, since we lost last week's Sunday stream. You see the MC Legal Justice Team thread? Yes. I'm admin of the server. I can see literally everything that anyone ever makes. Don't worry. Alright. And I would say, with that, it's time to bid a fond farewell for the night. Cheers, folks. Thank you all for tuning in today.